it's been a while since I've covered Fairy Tail. I just haven't felt up to it throughout October. You know, kind of like a creator slump. Either way, or I guess a reviewer slump. But either way, we finally get more of the enigma shown. No, not shown. Known. Known as RAHKEID Dragneel. And he's paired up against KAGURA, who at first seems like a decent match. I mean, she's a badass who challenged Urza head on. Like, not many people are ballsy enough to do that. Regardless, she doesn't really last long. First, it seems like she's a good match. Yes, I'm gonna say that again. Duh. But regardless, she strikes him with judgment. Seems like it would be like her killer blow. No, his ass just blocks it with his fingers, like Super Saiyan Goku fighting Trunks, or sparring with Trunks. And it's pretty damn badass, actually. That's why I made it the fucking thumbnail. But regardless, before he literally just rips that bitch in half, RAHKEID more or less breaks the fourth wall. Now, how, you say? By addressing the power scaling issues amongst the Spriggan 12. Kind of like a message to Fairy Tail, but also a calm the fuck down to the readers. So basically, RAHKEID, Eileen, and August are obviously on an entirely different playing field, which is further emphasized by the crime sorcier being single-handedly annihilated by August, who's a badass. Honestly, I love his character design. I can't get enough of that. But they're not just OP to be OP. They're OP because the others obviously weren't. Like, fuck. But regardless, speaking of August, actually, his ass was strangely talkative this week. And not only that, he spares Jalel. I mean, he does give him a lecture as a former follower of Zaref, but aside from that, he's honestly quite weird. I mean, seriously, this man's showing nothing but mercy. Is he really a villain? I mean, hell. But, well, characterization, that adds some depth to his character. That's probably well needed for an OP motherfucker like him. But, not only does he lecture Jalel, he also drops exposition on RAHKEID, revealing that Mavis is his mother and the only one who can defeat him. But here's my issue with that. Didn't Mavis die because she fell in love with Zaref? Because two immortals, by that immortal curse, fell in love. One of them had to die because of that. I can't remember the specifics, but you'd think Fairy Tail Zero and the, following flashback in the main story would have, fleshed out all we need to know about Mavis and Zaref's background, right? Not in the fucking slightest, because we have RAHKEID to make another hole in that bitch. But seriously. And yeah, Mavis died. And I don't mean gradually. I mean, like, insta-death. So, the son, RAHKEID? No, that shouldn't be a thing, because I think they kissed and she died. Like, insta-death. There was no time to bone! Unless they did one of those emotionless doggy-style romps before falling in love, but I seriously doubt that, all jokes aside. I mean, seriously. No time for them to bone, so no consummation of, no creation of a child. RAHKEID should not exist, so he's definitely not a child of them. But they're at least trying to make it look as if he's not one of the demons. He's not an Aetherius either. So what the fuck is he, is what I'm asking. But, yeah, that's a plot hole right there. Actually, hearkening back to the OP-ness of the three strongest Spriggans, while August did show, the defeat of Crime Sorcière, we didn't see any of Eileen this week. I almost forgot to mention that completely, but she's in combat with Urza and Wendy. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Wendy. I'm a Wendy fan. And as much as Urza has the plot armor of a god, I honestly do love her too. She's a great character, despite her plot armor. So, yeah, I still don't see either of them being strong enough to defeat Eileen, even together. And yet, we don't even get a little notion of how that fight's going down. So, the fuck? So, just how OP are these three? Or will Eileen just, you know, pop up next chapter in the same form as August in the Crime Sorcière? Either way, I do want to know more about Eileen and Urza. But that's not important for this chapter. This was mostly a RAHKEID-centered chapter. The fight was great. I'll give it that much. The fight was great, and as weird as it was to see August talk a shit ton, I did like it. And Jalel's little monologue, meanwhile. So, what are your thoughts on RAHKEID's lineage? How will his character affect the war? And what do you guys think about the power scaling now that it's been, you know, addressed? So tell me all that in the comments down below. And also, don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends. If you're new here, then join this growing community, as we're going for 75 subscribers by Thanksgiving, which is just a few weeks away. And, you know, 100 by New Year's. So feel free to check out all I have to offer. Most of my content is linked down below in the description, as well as links to the Twitter, Facebook, and now the new and improved Twitch page. So check all three of those out. Follow me. Like it. I don't give a fuck. Just look at it. Look at it. Thanks for watching. I'm Smalls the Black Knight 94. And hopefully, I'll see you guys next time.